Okay, the next step is the tomatoes. We're going to slice them in half and then grate them with a cheese grater. Grate out all the juice, and then we toss the skin into the other side of the sink, which we will not use. Just cut the tomato in half and just grate it right on in. You do that with about 12 tomatoes. And then we just dump all that tomato that we grinded up right on into the soup. Okay, so now that we have all the ingredients in, we just want to mix it around. Get it mixed. Just give it a quick mix around. Add some butter.
And some oil.
So you can see we just have a little bit of butter there, a couple pieces. And now we're going to add olive oil. There's some olive oil. Looks like
Pourquoi je mets de l'huile? Parce que si je mets les côtelettes de...
So now that the butter and oil in, we're just going to give it a quick stir. And we're using a pressure cooker, which is very important for this soup. Just going to cover it up and let it pressure cook for about 45 minutes, I think. Maybe 1 hour. Well, actually, I'm wrong. Just 20 minutes in the pressure cooker. The soup is still boiling away. We're about 10 minutes into it. And what we've done here is we've taken some tomato paste and put it in a sauce pan. And now we're going to add some flour. So basically we have like a half a can of tomato paste. About that much tomato paste. And we're combining that with flour, about a half a cup of flour, and three spoons of flour we've added, and we're just going to stir that in. Get rid of all the chunks. Stir and stir. Actually, I'm gonna go. And what we're doing here is we're breaking up all that tomato paste and all that flour, all those chunks. We're just gonna use like real clean hands to do that. Getting all those chunks out. Just want to really work it out. And all the steam is getting released, and you certainly want to be careful not to loosen the top, because a bunch of steam will rise into your face and you can get really hurt. So you got to really let that steam get out. And slowly loosen the top. Okay, all the steam has been released, and now we're gonna lift, and you can still see it's just boiling away. It looks delicious. We're gonna stir.
Tu vois, il y a trop.
We're gonna stir.
Le truc n'est pas assez grand. La marmite n'est pas assez grande. Je suis obligée d'avoir une marmite plus grande. Est-ce que tu as une peine de leur dire?
Now, what we're doing is we're transferring the soup to a much larger pot. Because normally you don't want to do this. We're just doing it because we need more space in the pot. This pressure cooker was not quite big enough. Okay. So now we're going to take that paste mixture, which is flour, water, and tomato paste, and add that to the soup. And that'll thicken it nicely. And what we're going to do is just stir and stir and stir. Add some more water.
Continue à tourner jusqu'à ce que...
So now that everything is in, basically
Sauf le riz.
you have to keep turning.
On va goûter.
But actually there is one more thing to put in. And that is rice. What we've done here and now that we've added more water, so of course, you know, you may want to taste, and we decided that we need a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. We also added one more bouillon cube because the pot grew in size, this pot of soup. So also, now here we are turning and turning. Everything's in but the rice, and you want to just keep turning and turning and really spread that flour and tomato paste into the soup. And you don't want to cover it. You want to just keep it boiling and turning. Really work it into the soup. So as you can see, we've been stirring. We brought this to a real nice boil, and now we're adding 1 cup of rice.
No. Half.
I'm sorry, a half a cup of rice we're adding. Half a cup of rice to the soup. And we're gonna stir that in.
Si tu mets trop de riz, elle sera trop épaisse. Tu comprends? Il faut pas mettre trop de riz parce que sinon elle va être trop épaisse.
You don't want to put too much rice because then the soup will get too thick. Remember, we've got tomato paste, and we also have flour in there. So we keep turning and turning and really get everything mixed in while it's got a nice boil going on. And at the very end, we're going to put in some more chopped up coriander, fresh. And this was frozen coriander, but it was, you know, chopped fresh. But that's fine because we're just going to circulate it through the soup. It quickly unfreezes. And there you can see all those delicious green herbs on the top. And we're just going to keep stirring. We're almost ready with this soup. Okay, we're now just about in the last phase of the soup. We've lowered the temperature to a medium heat. All the ingredients are in. Giving a quick little taste. See if all the flavors are there in the broth. Okay, so the soup is ready. We really stirred and stirred and stirred for about 10 or 15 more minutes to really let that rice cook. And now at the very end, we want to sprinkle a lot of fresh lemon juice in there. Delicious.
Et après, en mangeant, les gens peuvent rajouter du...
And then it's even a good idea to sprinkle lemon fresh after you pour your first bowl.